Welcome to Mint. Vacations are over and so is the peak season. But airfares are shooting through the roof. What is the government doing about it? It is planning to set up a separate monitoring cell which will create more transparency in the airfare pricing mechanism. We have with us Mint's PR Sanjai to tell us about the new plan. Welcome Sanjai. So tell us, it is lean season. Why are the airfares so high?
Hi, thanks, Malvika. There are a few reasons for that. Actually, the passenger traffic is falling down. For the month of June, the trend has started from May. The passenger traffic has fallen down. But the kind of, Kingfisher, once which was the second largest carrier by passenger carried, had actually downsized its capacity. So earlier it used to fly 365 flights a day. Now it has come down to less than 100 flights a day. So that much capacity has gone up from the system. So that means, the supply has come down, the demand has gone up. So airfares, airlines are free to price it better. So for example, if you take Delhi, Mumbai, 3 months back, the average price you would have get on a ticket by average 6,000 rupees. Now you'll have to pay at least 9,500. So it has gone up. So it has gone up by 30 to 35% recently when you take the last 6 months. So largely the reason is like this: the demand has outstripped the supply, and thanks to Kingfisher had downsized the thing, and there was some domestic turbulence in Air India due to the strike. They also reduced the capacity. They're combining various domestic flights. So Kingfisher and Air India have helped other carriers to increase the fares.
So this monitoring cell that the government is planning to set up, what will be its functions and how will it really help passengers?
See, in 2009, when the similar kind of a scene was there, they have DGCA, the Civil Aviation Regulator, has set up a tariff monitoring unit to monitor the day by day what is the kind of rise, what is the kind of fares which airlines are charging. But then they felt that it's not that effective because still the fares are going going up. So now the government's thought process is like this: they will create a cell which is separate from DGCA, and at the moment if you are an airline, the moment you issue a ticket, the data, you will have to transmit the data to the cell, the proposed cell, where what are the cost, what is the fixed cost, what are the variable cost, what is the jet fuel cost. If that is so much, why would you charge a passenger more, those kind of stuff. And this will be a separate a unit armed from DGC, because they feel that DGC is already burdened with a lot of they license in aircraft, those kind of stuff. So let it be a different one. And their idea, they're repeatedly telling us it is not to regulate. Government is not a body to regulate airfares. It is a market dynamics. But what they are telling is we are going to make the airfare dynamics system more transparent, so that as a public I will know, hey, I'm being charged this much. So because of these the reasons, the jet fuel cost has gone up by this much. So the more transparent is, the airlines will be a bit cautious, and they won't be government's thought process like that. The airlines will stay back from charging a passenger too much.
So you said that this monitoring cell will not play a regulator's role. So do you think separating this function from DGCA, this measure is going to be effective?
Malvika, it's an interesting question. The issue is here where why would government do all this stuff? Okay, so here when we spoke to a lot of analysts, a lot of experts, but it has been happening various other countries as well. To take an interesting case, most recently DGCA had to convene a meeting. They called all airline CEOs and asked why this fares are going up, and they asked actually to bring down these high bucket fares, higher category fares, to bring down by 5 to 20% various routes. So it is not actually a job of government to make sure that fares are going down, but it is kind of a threat. If there is somebody to watch you, then you will tend to behave yourself. So that is a kind of a strategy government is playing over here, though airlines are not happy with it. The airlines are telling that when you take the domestic fares of various other countries, US, Canada, Australia, India is like substantially lower, because the jet fuel prices, which is at least 70% more than with the domestic prices. So we are actually, airlines actually are burdened with jet fuel prices. So let us get our losses. They're making huge losses. So let let us recoup the fares. But the larger philosophy behind this kind of separate mechanism is to just to tell, hey, we are watching it, so be transparent.
Thanks, Sanjay. How quickly this monitoring cell is set up and how effective it is going to be is yet to be seen. For more updates, log on to livemint.com.